A quick review on the Regina boots by Fairfax and Favor in the mahogany leather. I'm in sunlight today. I thought it was nicer than being stuck inside, as we are most of the time at the moment. I thought I would let you see the richness of the colour, because in the groups many people are saying, you know, what colour are they? Are they more black? Are they more brown? And showing you in the daylight, you can see that they are true to colour of mahogany. They've got the really warm red brown, which would go with most things. It's a very versatile colour and it's very rich, and I think that these would complement most wardrobes. Now, I've got a few pairs of Reginas, but I actually have the suede ones, and I wanted to get something leather that I could wear all the time because, like a lot of you, I'm a little bit anxious about wearing my suede boots in the rain, and let's face it, the British weather is mostly rain. So I thought I would get the mahogany Reginas, and I wanted to get the heeled version because I wanted something a little bit more dressy and something that could go from day to evening. You know, once we get a social life back, I wanted to get something that was a bit more versatile. Also, I do quite like a bit of a heel because it's very elongating for the leg. People have asked about the heeled Reginas, and a lot of people say they don't want to get the heeled ones because they don't wear heels, but these really aren't like wearing heels. It's a very neat, quite a wide heel, so they're very easy to walk in. It's about 2.5 inches in height, but they're very well balanced and it doesn't feel like you're wearing a heel at all, in fact. And some people say they can walk around London in these boots, or they can wear them all day at work. They're just as comfortable as the flats. So those of you new to Fairfax and Favor, I just wanted to show you a little bit of what you're paying for with the boots, because some people may wonder why they are at the price bracket they're at. But basically, all of the boots are handcrafted. Each panel of the boot is all meticulously stitched all the way around. The tassels are all handcrafted. The stitching runs around the outside of the boot, and these panels are stitched individually inside the boot before they're attached to the outside. So there's just so much work that goes into these boots, and the fact they're fully leather lined means that they will last you a lifetime. As with all of the boots, they have the stretch capacity at the back. These ones here, because they're a UK size 6, these ones have a stretch capacity of 5 centimetres. So they go from 36 to 41 centimetres, and that's meant to be the maximum capacity at which you should stretch them. It is to give you the tailored look. So let's talk through some of the other features on the boots. The riveted gusset, which has orange leather behind it, which matches the beautiful orange leather interior. Also, as with all the boots and shoes, they have a memory foam insole to ensure the extra comfort. My foot size is a UK 6, and I'm a UK 6 in the Regina flats in suede and the Regina heels in suede. But I personally have found that because these ones are leather, the leather is a lot tougher, beautiful quality leather, but tougher than the suede. There's obviously less give, and sadly I'm not able to fit the size 6 on my right foot because I sustained an ankle injury years ago. So these boots aren't actually going to fit me. Size, if you're true to a whole size then and a regular width leg, you'll have no trouble with these boots whatsoever, and they'd be a perfect investment for you. I won't be doing a walking demo, but I'm going to talk you through the basic method of zipping them up for those of you new to the group and unsure. To pull them up, you make sure you hold onto the metal part of the zip. Don't hold on to this bit. It's not so bad with the leather boots because the tassel is quite strong leather, but with the suede boots you're likely to stretch them. So you hold onto the strongest part of the zip and you pull them up to the first part. This part here is where you're going to start to find a struggle. If you've got a regular leg size, it always becomes tied to just here. And as you pull them up, you've got to make sure that this panel here stays close to your leg. This is here to protect your clothing and the clean line of the boot. And if you get it caught inside the zip, you're likely to damage the zip and the boot. So you just want to make sure that as you pull up the zip, you keep holding this bit down with the other hand. And then you pull it up. Just pull it up really gradually. Don't pull it up with great force. There's a few marks that appear. This is normal because the leather is coated and that's just going through to the underlayer. I'm just going to quickly show you a quick way of cleaning them. You know, a big cumbersome duster has never worked for me. I have my own method of cleaning small areas of boots to avoid getting into the stitching, etc. This is a leather balm that I really recommend. But also I use a glove, because if you use a glove it helps you to get into the corners, like boots like this which have stitching. around here and around here. If you use a big duster, you're likely to get polish in the stitching holes, and that will make them go white, and it's probably not the best way. Also, the thing is with the glove, it's a good way to buff them afterwards, and I'll show you how. Okay, so this is an old glove of my daughter's. I don't actually wear sparkly gloves. So this is a balm. I never use wax on boots. These boots I think already have a wax coating, so you definitely don't want to add anything to that. The balms are just mild, almost like a moisturiser that you put onto your face. It's the best way to do it. So squirt some onto your hand with the glove. Then you don't want to put a lump like that on there, because that will come out white and it will also fill the holes in the stitching. So I work it into my fingers like this, so that you can't see any white, but now you can feel the moisture coming through the gloves, so the moisture's there. So you pick an area of the boot, like here, then with the leather cream on my fingers, press quite hard and work it into that area. And as you can see, that scratch is gone. Do the same there, and any of the ones that you see. Then, after you've gone to all the areas that need a little bit of attention, and like I say, if the scratch looks a little bit deep, you just push harder with your finger, but keep it nice and even. Then you can either turn the glove inside out and buff it that way, or the Fairfax and Favor dust bags, they're actually like a boot duster. They're like a boot cloth. So you can always use the outside of that if you're not too precious of it, and you can buff. As you can see, gleaming. Good thing also with these leather creams is that they put a water repellents on the boots, because these boots in particular, I wouldn't spray them. I'm not sure how well the spray would penetrate into the leather because it has some kind of coating. I much rather use creams because you can feel them soaking into the leather. After you've done the scratched area of the boot, it's also a good idea to do the whole boot, because then, as I say, it puts a natural waterproof coating on them. Like I said, if you see any scratched areas, pinpoint those first by using your finger, because it's just easy to get to that particular point. If you had a big compass and duster, you just wouldn't be able to get to the little areas. Then, once you've done that, so my hand's still wet with polish, just kind of go over the shape of the boot, different areas. This is also good. Use an easy contact method like this because of all the panels. You just wouldn't want a big duster with stuff on, because then you can go into all the separate areas with your finger like that. So I've done the whole boot. Then you can either use another dry glove, or I just turn the glove inside out because it's drier on this side. This is the side where the polish was applied. Turn the glove inside out and then buff them with a bit of elbow grease. As you can see, back to their former glory. Don't be afraid to do this. Don't be afraid to put a bit of force in, because it's not going to damage the boot at all. And the more that you do this, the longer the boots will last you, because it's basically keeping the leather supple. Because, you know, leather, like a skin, it's porous and it needs moisturising. There we go.